back to my channel. You got some broken mirror furniture? Don't spend more money getting another one. I'm going to show you how to bling it out instead. If you want to know how I did this, you know what you got to do. Keep watching.
Please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for your support.
Well, I personally got this furniture from Offerup, and when I bought them, they were broken, and I was going to replace the mirror, and then I thought to myself, well, how am I going to do that? And it wasn't the cheapest option. So I came up with the idea of putting the bling wrap on top of it. And I got the idea from looking at furniture and putting in the words bling furniture. And that was not an option either because it was extremely expensive. So this is something I tried that actually came out very nicely, and I wanted to share with you how I did it. First, I'm taking the screws that's in this piece of furniture, this side table, and the purpose of this screw that's in here is preventing the drawer from coming all the way out. So I'm going to remove all the hardware, and I'm going to take the bling wrap, and I am going to get started. And the bling wrap that I'm using came from totallydazzled.com. I will leave a link down below where you can purchase this for yourself. It really goes a long way and is very affordable. I did both of these end tables, side tables with the bling wrap, and I had plenty left over. And I really like the quality of it, and the shine that it left is very beautiful. After removing all of the hardware, I am going to take the bling wrap and I'm going to measure the pieces to my size of each drawer. And I have two that is one size and another one that is a smaller size. I guess the easiest thing for you to do is just watch it at this point. It really is best to cut all the pieces ahead of time so you can keep the process going as fast as possible. And as you can see, I am lining it up to fit inside where the mirror is, and it's very easy to cut and to measure, and it turns out beautiful, as you will see. And I'm going to take my E6000 and also this spreader, like the spreader that you use for wallpaper, and I'm going to use that to spread the E6000 out evenly over the whole mirrored part of the drawer. And I also wanted to point out that the E6000 works best. I use hot glue, I use tacky glue, and the E6000 just give it a look like the bling wrap is, or the rhinestone mesh is another phrase that's used for it, and it makes it seem like it's a natural part of the furniture. It doesn't seem like I added it. It seemed like it came that way. It kind of molds the rhinestone mesh so it look like it came just like that. It doesn't look added. It adds a really nice look to it. It doesn't look cheap. You'll see. And I'm going to do the next drawer, which is the one that just happened to have a broken mirror. I'm going to do it the exact same way that I did as the drawer where the mirror wasn't broken, because we're trying to cover up the imperfections. And once I add this bling wrap over the E6000, I do smooth it down with my hand. But you can add gloves. I just didn't, but I will. But I just wanted to point it out that you can use gloves doing this part. And this is the smaller drawer that I was telling you about, but you do it the exact same way. I didn't have to cut the width because I cut three separate pieces the same size, and now I'm just making this third piece smaller to fit the smaller drawer. And now I am doing this front of the side table itself. I'm doing it the exact same way that I did the drawer. I'm going to measure out the pieces and use the width of the mirrors as my guide of how big the pieces need to be. And I'm going to use the E6000 and go about it the exact same way. And after I get all these pieces glued down, I'm going to take books or anything that's weighted to put on top of this so it can dry as flat as possible. Okay, now I put the side table in the floor because it has this detailed part at the bottom of this side table that is a little bit more of a challenge. So I wanted to make sure that I got a better look at it, so I was able to look at it better, get a better view with it down in the floor. Of course, I could take a piece of paper and make my own pattern in the shape of this piece of mirror and put it over top of the bling wrap and cut it out that way. But I try my best with these DIYs to make it as simple as possible, and it was just easiest for me to do it the way that I did it. And I took the rhinestone mesh and I made it this basic length and width of that section. And then I'm going to go back in with a small razor and make it more detailed and make sure it's nice and laid down flat. If you attempt to do this yourself, please be careful not to cut yourself. This razor is sharp. I know it may not look like it, but I am being careful because I had accidentally cut myself with a razor across my knuckle before, and it is not fun. So just take short strokes and make sure you're very conscious of where your fingers are at all times. And this was my attempt to make sure all the areas are covered with different items that I had around the house so it can dry with, again, with the weight on it, so it can dry flat and look like it's a piece of the regular furniture, like it came that way. And this is the next day. I am going in and taking the books and candles and whatnots off top of the furniture, and you will see it dried nice and flat. Okay, now after wiping down the part of the mirror that does not have the rhinestone mesh on it, I'm going to add these knobs that I got from Home Goods, and they were $9.99 a piece, and I love them. They are gorgeous. The crystal give it more of a shine and bling to them, and they were only $10. So you can't beat that. And I am going to take these scissors and just make the hole that was already there. It's more open, so I can put the cabinet knobs in there where in the pre-existing holes that were already there. They're very easy to put together. Just watch and you'll see how I did that. And make sure when you twist the knobs on, you don't twist them too tight because you don't want to crack the mirror any further. And here is the finished look. I love the way that it turned out. I will be showing you very shortly a clip of how it looks styled. But first, I wanted to add some clips from another video that I did of my room tour. I will leave that link down below. Well, I also did the same process to the other end table, my other dresser, and my desk, just to give you some ideas of different ways you can do this. And here is the side table styled and two DIY projects I have coming up on my channel, which are these coffee table books and that candelabra. So make sure you click that subscribe button so you don't miss when I post those tutorials. I have some room tours coming up and I'm moving, so a lot of stuff is coming up on my channel. So make sure you don't miss any of that fun and share this video with anyone you think will love it. And make sure that you comment and thumbs it up. And as always, be your own kind of beautiful because you, my love, are beautiful. See you next time. Bye.